If you struggle with fighting, I'm going to break down 9 rounds where I played 1v1 realistics and lost. I played these on streams and this was a very intense 1v1 against a player similar to my skill level, which is how you should be practicing. Anybody no long intros? Let's get straight into the first round. In any fight that turns into a wall-to-wall engagement, make sure to keep track of your ammo. Multiple times in this part of the fight do I attempt to shoot, but I have no shotgun ammo. And when I phase in, I end up running out of pistol ammo as well and I end up dying. Before you double edit down onto someone's wall, you should look at what they're doing. If they're holding the edit or have their blueprint out staring at you, don't drop down. Alternatively, you should be dropping down onto a wall diagonally anyway, like shown, as this is a much better setup than being directly on a wall. Whenever you're phasing into a box and you have the opportunity to get the middle piece like I did here, you always want to replace that. That way you have something to play off of, and in case you miss your shot like I did, you can reset the fight. In this fight, I make a few mistakes. The first is holding my wall. Whenever you hold your wall, there is no positive outcome, only negative or neutral, being that you either get your wall taken and have to react, or you hold it and nothing happens. You can either pre-fire, edit for a shot, or make a new box. The other mistake, which is what actually ends up taking a huge chunk of my health, is not taking the farthest path from my enemy when reboxing. Going out to the side when he's in front of my wall means he can either pre-piece me or jump from above like a shot like he did. If I rebox backwards, it's much harder for him to piece me or shoot me, as he has to move an extra tile to do any of those. And then the final mistake is that when I ran out of mats, I took my crosshair off of my enemy. I can only shoot or run around, so the best play is to try and take a high momentum shot where I'm sliding or jumping to get Puker's advantage and hopefully hit a huge pump. This fight is rather quick, but the huge mistake here is that not only did I run to my opponent's box from the left, but I lost track of the wall he owned and he simply edited through and maxed me. Now in this fight, I ended up sitting in a box with missing walls, but also weak walls. This means I have to focus on several different places where he can make a play. Instead, I could have side jumped out where the missing wall was and either took height or made a proper box to reset the fight. In this fight, I get the damage advantage early, although we end up throwing it by not placing this wall. When tracking your opponent, it's important to also be aware of where they can go. Since I don't have a cone or a stair, he can place this wall and edit on me to get big damage, and he's able to pressure me now. And then he gets into my box here, and instead of running out and editing down, I reset the cone and died going for a desperate 50-50 play. Now this fight is one where I don't even do damage back. Here he gets the doubles, but I continue to edit my wall and he double edits up and hits me for 150. When I box up, I place everything and go for a double right hand. But not only am I overexposed, I messed up the timing. Since he jumped up, when he falls down he gets Pika's advantage. It would have been better to bait heals to force him into making a play. But also, when I first got hit for 150, it's really good to, instead of running through it like I did, hold your edit and wait for your opponent to make a move. Now in this fight, I didn't really start off with a bad window edit, but soon you realize why a lot of this fight is cut off. I crack him back, but he ends up spending a ton of time lurking around, and then he ends up getting a lot of damage on me. Now, I do get very impatient here, and if I stayed up, I probably wouldn't have gotten lurked on. But I do end up losing the round because of this. But please don't be the guy that lurks in 1v1 reels for free. But ultimately, I did still end up coming back to win this 1v1. Like and subscribe, I'm live on Twitch every day in the description. I'll see you guys next video.